Welcome back to this brand new build, everyone, and a look at what we're doing today. Okay, making sure, of course, that all the parts are here. Looking good, looking good. I already took these off the trees, got those ready for painting. So I'm going to do something different with this. I'm going to have a central rod come up. I'm going to cover that all in. Sort of switch and everything for it to be lit up. Everything looks good. Okay, let's go and get these parts here painted. So I'm going to prime it first and then use this silver on the inside after, chrome silver. Okay, just gonna let that set now and then do the chrome silver on the inside. Chrome silver the interior. Don't need to worry about these, because these are just the struts. There's no lights in those. Okay, just gonna let that set, and then we can do the primer on the outside. And then after that, the final coat. What I think I'm gonna do first is just gonna let all this set for a day, and then cut out the windows that are going to be where the light's going to come through the primer coat on the outside, and then the final hull color. Alrighty, now what we're going to be doing is getting these windows all cut out here. So I got all these here to do on. I'm not going to do every single window, just like every other one kind of thing. I want to make it look like the ship's lived in. Some people are in the rooms, other people are not in the rooms, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that for right now. Okay, so I got the bit size here. Just going to start doing like almost every other window in here. Just keep going on and on until I get it all done. And there you go. Looks good. Even managed to get a couple windows in the very back here. See, in the very back, it thickens out, so I was still able to get the windows in there. It's pretty good. It's not too bad. Okay, so I just got that to do, that to do, that, and then on here I have to shave out the top part here of the warp engine to let the light through. That will light up the top of the engine blue. Now on the bottom part here of the phaser bank, where this goes here, there are torpedo launchers here, which I have to drill out because they got regular torpedo launchers underneath, and then the one under section here. I think it's still out in the shop, but the quantum torpedoes fire out of there. And then we got the aft torpedoes, which I have to drill out. So it's a fair amount of stuff I got to drill. So it's going to be at least a good 2 hours of just drilling. Model's coming along quite nicely. Looks really good. Not bad at all. Okay, so I got all these windows here done now. Just got to do the ones up along here, but I have to use a smaller bit for these windows because they're a little bit smaller. Okay, so I got all those small windows in there, around the front here. And the observation deck back here, that's all done. Now I need to drill out these sections here for these windows as well. We got this piece here that goes on the very back here. I got to paint this because each little spot there you see is where light comes through. I use the intermediate blue on there, and this is on the interior. And then after this dries, chrome silver. And then on the exterior, I'll paint it intermediate blue, and then the hull color on after that. So this is good here. I got this section all cut out here to let the light through to here and into that. I won't need any light directly pointing at it because it's going to be plenty bright enough in here with the LED lighting I'm going to be using. This is the lighting I'm going to be using, these LED strip lighting. And this is like one continuous light all the way through instead of individual ones. So that's going to be lighting it up. It's for 12 volt power supply. So this is going to be a 12 volt powered model. Now to light up these warp engines, you can see the lip here. The majority of it is going to have to be cut away. I have to leave a small lip around here for the top to fit on, just so it has something to adhere to. So the majority of this section in here on both sides is going to have to be cut away to be able to let the light up through, and that'll take care of that. So I got that on there to grind it off. Okay, that looks really good. Nice. Now I just got to drill out the point back here for the navigational lighting. So I'm going to be using the 0.20 millimeter fiber optics, and it says there it's a 0.50 millimeter fiber optic. So tape these halves together here and then drill it down with the thickness of this. So I got all the little spots here for the navigation lighting done, and also the point up there that lights up the registry in the front. So I got all these points here done as well, including there for navigation. It's looking good. Now all the rest of this clear plastic here, and the deflector. Then I got this like rice paper stuff in there to help diffuse the light. It keeps you from seeing the lights inside. Same with the engines and the front bassards here. So it looks not too bad. Looks good. Okay, so I got these parts here on, getting it ready for painting. So I'm going to be using this color here as the primary color. It's pretty darn close to what it is for the plastic model, so nice. So I'm going to prime the outside. Just making sure I got everything all covered here. Looks good. All right. Now I'm just gonna wait for this to set, and then we can do the final coat. Do the final coat now. I'll take at least a good couple of coats on there, and that will be ready for the final one, and then we can actually start assembly. There we go, looking good. Very good. Okay, so we got this puppy all painted up now, which is good. Okay, so what I'm going to start with first is doing the light strips in the hull here, the primary hull, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we got the strip here. I was thinking either this way or have one this way and the other one this way. I think It's just that I don't want all of this line of windows in here to be overly bright if this is just pointing up. If it's like here and here and maybe no, like here. Let's see. And then one here. That way everything should hopefully get an even coverage. I'll try it. Looks like that, and it's sort of angled. Okay, so I got these tied together. Just going to do a quick light test. Now that is perfect. Perfect. All right, working on the engineering section here now. I'm going to be working on the forward torpedo bay here. So I'm going to use 0.40 fiber optic line, just have it there, have the line go over here, and have a red LED right here where it connects to it. So I just need to make a little gouge here and here for the fiber optic to pass through to get to the light. Just going to use a drill bit and cut little areas here. Did not melt. Good. I guess because it's so thick. All right. There we go. So it looks like that. Now keep in mind that that fiber optic is pretty thick. Now I just got to get a red LED connected to the end over here, and we are good to go. Okay, so I got it all in there, and a 470 ohm resistor on the red LED. It's just because it just loves drinking the juice, so you gotta hamper it. Okay, so that's all done there. I just gotta paint that chrome silver. Well, you know, I don't think I really need to. All the lights are all going to be on, so there's really no need for that. Okay, so now what I need to do is either put a light strip along the top up here or along the bottom. Probably along the top. because everything is nice and chromy in there. All the light's going to refract around and it'll come out the windows quite nicely. So I think I'm just going to have it along the top here. And I still got to get rid. I'm going to use a 5mm red LED for the rear torpedoes back here. Okay, so I got the red LED there. I flattened it down and have another 470 ohm resistor on there as well. Let's do another light test. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just with it pointing down. Perfect. Okay, so I chrome silvered that one and this, so the red from that doesn't interfere with the lights around it. Okay, so let's work on the warp engines here. So I just need a strip to go along here. And it'll be so bright in here, it'll still be enough to light up the front facade, so I don't need another light here. Yeah, I'm gonna stick the facades in there to be able to do a light test. Let's see how long I need this. Time to do another light test. Not bad. Let's see what it looks like with this on there. Oh yeah, look at that. So I put a red LED in here. It just wasn't red enough for me. So I put a 180 ohm resistor on this. Let's do another light test here. There you go. It's a whole lot better. Whole lot better. Okay, now that we got those all done, I need to get a white LED here for the navigational lighting. Alright, so I got the two whites there, 91 ohm resistor on them. Okay, so I got 20 mil on the fiber optic line on there. Just got a chrome silver this, so the light here hopefully doesn't interfere too much with the flashing. Okay, so I got the lighting here for the impulse engines. 180 ohm resistors on each light. Just going to do a light test with a 9-volt battery here. I think that's pretty good. There's really no light bleed through to the windows around it, because once the main lighting is on, it's going to overshadow these here, so it won't affect any of the side lights. And they're really not that bright with the 180 ohm resistor on there. I think that looks really good though. So going back to the primary hull, got to do the navigational lighting. Got a white here, green will go here, red on that side. Green is starboard, red is port. Okay, so I just gotta finish those. Okay. And it's gonna be done bottom and the top halves. Okay, now we gotta have a fairly high resistor on the red one here compared to the white and the green. Now the green, it's a little bit harder for it to light up, so I have a lower resistor on that one than I do on these other two. So I think the white here, let's see, what do we have on the other one here? Where are the engines? Okay, I got a 91 on the white, so I'll put a 91 there. I think probably a 47 on this one, maybe a 68. And a 180 on the red. Okay, so I got those all tied in together there now. Let's do a quick light test. Now they're all pretty equally bright. So I've got 47 on the green, 91 on the white, and a 180 on the red. Looks good. There, got the heat shrink on there now, so it's all ready to go. Now I've just got to do the whole thing again for the top part. Now you got to think about when you're working on the top part, it's upside down, which means the colors are reversed from the bottom. So instead of the green being on this side, it's the red, green, and then white. Okay, so I got that all done there. Fiber optics all in place. Let's do a quick light test. Get the green one there, looks good. The red one looks good. The white one looks good. Everything's there. Okay. Nice. And then I got the LED here for the strobe behind the bridge. And I'm also going to have a strobe for underneath here, which I still have to put an LED there for it. And I have to put an LED probably right about here for the other navigation lighting back there. But that is it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we are going to continue on with the lighting and getting that finished off. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. See you all later. Bye-bye.